Hello everyone, welcome here. In this lecture, you are going to learn how to add a model class to your MVC project. Now, a simple steps we are going to discussing about to model how we are working with our MVC application. These model classes are used to Entity Framework Core, EF Core also called, with the database. EF Core is an Object Relational Mapping (ORM) framework that simplifies the data access code that you have to write. The model classes created are known as POCO, the POCO classes, from plain old CLR objects. POCO classes don't have any dependency on EF Core. They only define the properties of the data to be stored in the database. This tutorial especially we are going with EF Core classes, which is creating database. So adding a data model class to our project by simply right click on the model, see the models, and right click here, add class. You need to choose now the model class we are adding. So click on class, the name select this class and specify the name of the class, which is a name called movie. We are working on the movie database, so movie movie.cs you have to choose and click add. So movie class is added. Simply movie.cs, that's it. Namespace, it is showing MVC movie.models inherits from MVC movie main namespace. And public class movie, which is the classes are always, if you want to access from different sources, it would be public. Now here the component models we need to use in this particular class, we need to add one namespace. That namespace I can tell you using system dot component model dot data annotations. This model we are going to using, and we are going to implementing this class. See why we require to implement here, how the database table structure to be defined, the model of our objective business logic which is required for our project, the data layer and data structure, how we need to design, we need to write here. So let's see my parameters, which the data table parameters are required, I'm going to writing here. So public int id, see tab 2 will get automatically int id. Any of the table you may choose by defaultly an id parameter, which is very important. If you require to make it as what we can say primary key, yes, or any reference number, it's highly required for any table. So the next parameter is public string title. So the title I'm giving here title. The next one is public date time is in a data type, and release date. And now we have to prepare. See the intelligence, we call it as intelligence of Visual Studio, is automatically giving me a references while writing the code. These are the get set methods, we call it as. Inside the movie class I am preparing these parameters required to have an information to creating database table structure. And now date time, once it is completed, and another one is public string. One more thing, after string you may put a question mark. genre. What is the movie? It is going to be get tab. And why the question mark? If it is the null value also, it will be accepted. The empty also, it will be accepted. The provision which is available here. Okay, the question mark is only containing that one only. Nullable references types, if any, the question mark will be ignored and it will be taken care. And public decimal. Another data type is decimal. Public decimal. The price of the movie, how much it would be. So the get set. These are the things, these parameters only we are going to working. If you want and if you need to add more parameters, yes, you can add it. And date time, I'm going to doing something like the reference of data type. I'm changing, like making like we can put like calendar over there. How simply it is, let's see. Data type, yes, data type of data type dot currency, not currency, it's the date, 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 the last one it is there. Yes, if you want date time also, you can choose and test it yourself. Okay, for this data type, yeah, this one, yeah, this intelligence will be taken care. All the things intelligence will be taken care. Okay, for release date I am choosing from the my calendar. It will be comes automatically. You just check it. Release date. Okay, data type for this release date. Yes. Now here data annotations are covered in our next lecture. We will see data annotations and all. User is not required to enter the time for information is date field. Time is not required. If it is required, date time you need to choose. That's it. If any time field is required for yourself, you can choose for date time instead of this date. You have in a provision we have seen by pressing the dot. Only the date is displayed, not time for any information when you choose for DATE. And also we have discussed about the question mark. This question mark and as well as the string parameters are having in a question mark. And after the string which the data type is assigned, indicating that the property is nullable. Empty also can be acceptable. Okay. In the next lecture, we'll see how we are going to interacting with the entity framework core packages, how we need to integrate and add to our project, and we are going to working on. I'll jump to the next lecture. I'll see you there. Thank you.